Hi, my name is Muhammad Harith Zafan Shah. So this is our exporting guide handbook for our product, which is PMC, Pastel and Mortar Clothing. And our destination will be Vietnam, you choose. So PMC is a pastel and mortar, and we choose it as our brand. It's a streetwear. It is a Malaysian streetwear, and also is a apparel streetwear from Malaysia. So it's established in the year 2010. The company have gained profit from locality and trying to export into Vietnam. So Vietnam has become a significant player in the global clothing market, with a clothing export and contributing significantly to the country's economy. Vietnam faces several challenges, including increasing competition from other countries, rising labor costs, and environmental concerns. So, however, the Vietnam government has implemented several measures to address these challenges, including in investment into technology, innovation, and sustainability. So, PMC would be great with this opportunity to import our product from Malaysia to Vietnam, which is PMC main business is importing is clothing. So I'll pass to the next presenter.
So greetings to dear sir and my dear friends. So I'll be explaining about the uh, target country's background. So since the Pesta and Mota wants to export their product to Vietnam, so we are going to be explaining on the country's background in sector of business and import-export. So Vietnam economy is quickly expanding and the government is eager to attract international investment to promote import and export trade. The country has made considerable advances in strengthening its business environment and the World Bank rank is the 70 easiest country in which to conduct business in 2020. Vietnam's strategic location, it's in Southeast Asia, offers it an excellent entry point to the Asia Pacific region. The country's export-oriented economy has been driven by the manufacturing sector, particularly in electronics, textiles, and footwear industries. Vietnam's major exports includes machinery, apparel, footwear, and electronics products. In recent years, the country has also emerged as a significant player in the agriculture sector, with a growing export market for coffee, rice, and seafood. With its strategic location, favorable business environment, and its thriving import and export trade, Vietnam presents an attractive opportunity for business looking to expand their global research. So, next presenter, please.
Hi, my name is Kirtan. So today I will present about the export requirements. So for the first one, exporting products can be a challenge for business in Vietnam. Vietnam briefing outlines a general step-by-step guide for import and export procedures in Vietnam. We also look at registration, license permit requirements, customs procedures, and duties applied. One among the smallest economies in the Southeast Asia, Vietnam how Vietnam how now emerged as one of the world's fastest growing markets. Currently, the country in EU is 16th largest trade partner and the second largest trade partner within Asia. For the second one, registration, legal entity, and license permit requirements. Vietnam does not require a company to have a separate import or export license to engage in import and export activities in the country. The most common entity for investors looking to engage in import and export activities as well as engage in domestic distribution of goods is to establish a trading company. This is an inexpensive establishment option with no minimum capital contribution required. However, in case an importer would like to sell imported products to Vietnamese consumers, they must obtain an additional trading license must be obtained to legalize the process. So for the third one is tax applicable on export. In contrast to export goods to Vietnam, most goods and services being exported from Vietnam are exempt from tax. Export duties ranging from 0% to 45% and computed on free on board price are only charged on a few items, mainly natural resources such as minerals, forest products, and scrap metal. Many goods are subject to VAT. In addition, the law on special consumption tax stipulates that those exporters who purchase SCT tax liable goods for export but instead sell the products domestically are liable for SCT. So I'll pass to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Norazin. I will explain about export-related issue. For the first point is custom clearance. Custom clearance is need registration, legal entity, and license permit requirements that fulfill Vietnamese national technical regulations or standards which effectively check the quality, specifications, quantity, and volume of the goods. Number two, customs documents required like electronic export customs declaration, bill of lading, contract, and certificate of origin. According to Vietnamese custom, companies that regularly export and import the same exact goods within a given period may use a single customs declaration form for carrying out the relevant customs procedures if the goods are listed under the same purchase and sales contract and are delivered within the delivery time list on the purchase contract. A check of compliance with local rules and regulations, export licensing procedures. A foreign investor may register with the Department of Planning and Investment (DPI). Number two, duties applied to export goods which are not produced domestically enjoy lower rates of import duties or even a 0% tax rate. Number three, tax application on exports. Export taxes range from 0 to 45%. Yeah.
Hello, sir. So, welcome to our booklet on marketing strategies for sure. Here's our suggestion for Pestle and Mota Clothing Company marketing strategy that are focused on 4 P's of marketing, that is product, price, promotion, and place. So, for products, we suggest that Pestle and Mota offer affordable, high quality clothing that focuses on functionality and durability. Also consider adding Vietnamese-inspired design and color to appeal to the local taste. For price, we suggest that conduct market research to determine a pricing strategy that balances affordability with quality to appeal to the Vietnamese market. So for the promotion and communication, we suggest to use social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram to showcase products and engage with potential customers. Collaborate with Vietnamese influencers and celebrities to promote their brand. For place and distribution, build strong relationship with local distributors who have a deep understanding of the Vietnamese market and culture. Set up a Vietnamese language website and online store to make the brand more accessible to local consumer. In summary, Vessel and Mota Clothing can offer affordable, high-quality clothing that caters to local preferences. Determine a pricing strategy that balances affordability with quality. Use social media to showcase products and collaborate with influencers and build strong relationship with local distributors to succeed in exporting its product to Vietnam. So that's all from me. Next presenter, please. Thank you, sir.
So welcome to the Incoterm, the part of Incoterm which is in the booklet. So this will be the part of the exporting part. Our suggestion will be using FOB and CIF. So FOB is a free on board and CIF is a cost, insurance, and freight, which have been commonly used by every buyers and sellers in the business clothing. So The best Incoterm can be used or to be used for PMC from Malaysia to destination which is Vietnam would depend on the various factors, including the nature of the transactions, the buyer and seller's location and responsibility and risk each party is willing to assume. So in general, like I said just now, the most commonly used Incoterm for shipping goods either from Malaysia or other country to Vietnam to also to other country are using FOB or also CIF. So FOB is often used when the buyer arrange for the shipping and assumes responsibility for the goods for the point of loading into shipping vessel. The seller is responsible for delivering the goods to the port of a shipment and unloading them into the vessel. So FOB is a commonly used and the CIF also commonly used in shipping by sea or inland waterway. So CIF, on the other hand, is used when the seller assumes responsibility for the goods until they reach the destination port, which is also known as our destination is Vietnam. So the seller is like our has to be responsible for arranging and paying for the transportation, insurance, and loading of the goods into the vessel. So, which is also CIF, like I said just now, and I mentioned it just now. CIF also commonly um, also using the transported by sea and inland waterway. So it is essential to our company, to our business to be more specific needs of the specific from the expectation of the buyer and also the seller when choosing the appropriate income terms. So we will be using these two as our best income term, and will be guided by others seniors. So I will pass to the next presenter.
So, sir, my name is Abdullah Haq. So this is my part, which is, sir, the best payment method, which is our PMC product we do, which is we do 4 types. Which is first we do cash in advance, CIA, also known as advance payment, which is prepayment, secure payment, which is service payment method from the seller perspective. With this type of payment, the buyer sends full of amount of the invoice to the seller before the goods are shipped. Then consignment, this type of consignment is a payment of goods where the dealer doesn't have any payment until after the buyer resends the goods. The exporter dealer retains the power of the goods until they are vended. It is important is not to the buyer as control over the goods at this time. Then then the payment of letter of credit. This kind of payment, which is international merchant, benefit from one of the most secure payment method available, letter of credit. International merchant can rely on this payment method to ensure a safe. They will receive payment on time without delay for the intended amount. Since this is a guarantee from a bank, this is a relatively safe method of payment international trade business. Then lastly, we also have open trading account, which is in an open trade, the exporter will ship the goods to the foreign customer, but the customer doesn't have to pay for them immediately when they are. Instead, the exporter will wait until the goods have been sold, and the proceeds appear in this bank account before the money, the payment from his foreign customer. So this is our safest payment, secure, and our customer will do this kind of payment method. Next, please. In a conclusion, what we do and don't. Firstly, we always stay compliance, which is we follow the rules and regulator. Shipping international make it is important misbehave with this condition. Steer clear from trying to shake or circumvent to avoid the possibility payload being withheld or punished. Then we also have insurance in our product, in our PMC. There will always be uncertainty associated with any economic activity. Exporting is no different. Because we need to save our product to the customer or dealer. And then we also have a best all cross-border trade agreement on legal contract because we need to follow all the legal and internationally. international trade, export or import. The lack of written proof of the agreement can lead a business into a serious difficulty in case of dispute arising on the business transaction. Then what we don't do, we avoid complicating for the customer. We not why customer open to making purchase from across the border. They expect seamless purchase and delivery experience. So we don't make our customer complicated. We make our customer easy. Then we don't do steer clear from the wrong side of the law. Exporting without permit or against the law will low image our company or product on the business entrepreneur. So don't export prohibited item that you don't have the license to export. Then don't do documentation lightly, which is we don't take simply. Several documents are commonly used in exporting because we also put the rules and regulation. But then depend on the requirement on the importing and the exporting country. Documentation must be precise and must follow the rules. That's all for me. Thank you.
So that is all from us. So thank you, sir, for your time and hope you enjoy our presentation. Thanks again.
Thank you, sir.